Hi.
Welcome back to the channel. I did the other side, still need to torque it, and it was a pain in the butt. So now that I kind of know what I'm doing, we're going to have Jake take some bolts off. So, ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we got a 14 millimeter. We're going to take off the outer part of the caliper. Let me move you guys a little bit. Okay, go ahead, Jake. Be careful how hard you pull. Just want enough pressure to turn the nut loose for the bolt. You got it?
Yeah.
These aren't very tight, bud.
Yeah.
You want to pull up on it.
This feels tight to me.
Okay. Relax. Here. People don't take this part of the caliper off first, but when I was putting the car back together, I found it entirely easier to get the caliper back on after I took this off. And it's going to be a jerk to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go in to come out. It must be because there's pressure on those. So there's two. If you look in there, Jake, look in there. See that cylinder with the
Sad.
right here?
Yeah.
That's what pushes on the pedals. When you push the pedal, it squeezes two pads by pushing it, and that's what stops the car.
Gotcha.
And I think those are what are stopping me from taking this off. Almost. Oh, want to drop that. Okay. So take that thing and set it off to the side. Now, next step, we're going to take this caliper bracket off. I think I had to use the breaker bar on the other side, but the problem with the breaker bar that I had is it's now a broken bar. Yeah, that happened. And I want to show you guys. That was the control arm, the upper control arm on the other side. You can see it needed replaced really, really bad. Yeah. Oh, and I kind of cut it off, you know, because those bolts didn't want to come out. I did. All right. So this side got everything put back together. And what happened was that bolt right there, the bolt that came with the control arm, it was junk. And when I got the nut on there, it basically just ate all of the threads of the bolt or the nut. I don't know. So I cut it off, and I got the bolts, the original bolts, and fixed the ends of them because I mushroomed them when I hammered them out. Because I'm thinking, oh, I got hardware, you know, I can kind of be rough on these bolts, and that was a bad idea. But I did save them, so I got both of them in there. I haven't torqued anything down on this side yet, but everything is put back together. I did have to press a new ball joint in down there. You can see the ball joint. That was a fun experience. Down here, let's see. Down here, I haven't tightened this nut because I lost the washer, or it didn't have a washer, and so I don't have a. I'm not gonna. That's why nothing's torqued, because I need to find a washer for that. I was gonna use the one from the other side, and when I tried to loosen the one from the other side, I broke my breaker bar. That's what happened to that. Okay, so now we're gonna try and do everything that we did on this side on the other side.
Except without the braking.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be braking, Jake. Yeah, Jake's got a hammer. Well, it's a mallet, so yeah, the rubber.
I thought it was a hand.
Well, I mean, technically, I guess. Okay, so I already took the brake caliper off. We got, let's see, we are going to take, there's two bolts right here that hold this caliper bracket on. They're 18 millimeter, no, yeah, they're 18 millimeter. We're going to take those off, and then we're going to take this hub off. And then we're going to, there's a sway bar link. We're going to take, there's a nut right here, and then there's where the sway bar comes in from the front. There's a bolt there. Then we will take, let's see, we'll take the tie rod bolt off. We'll take the ball joint for the upper control arm off. We'll take this knuckle off. And then hopefully we do not break the strut bolt. And there's a really good chance that that thing is not coming out of there. And I'm probably going to have to cut it, and I'm probably going to have to buy another bolt. So that's fun. So we're going to, let's get to work, buddy.
Okay.
You're going to be my light holder, or?
Well, I guess.
Alright. So we got the 18 millimeter right here. Okay. Right there is good, Jake.
I started hitting.
Wow. We got it. Over. Hand to it. This actually has off and on, which is really cool because I'm constantly using that. Oh my! Nice double. Let's try the top one. Either the wrench broke, or I don't know what happened there. That didn't seem good. Well, I guess. Oh, I'm really missing my braking bar. Well, I guess this is the way it's gonna go. We're back.
Hello.
So, went and made myself a cheater bar, and I did get them broke loose. So now I'll take this off. Probably could have used my impact, but
You don't need another broken tool.
That's true. Nobody needs broken tools. Pull that bolt out. Pull this bolt out. Oh shoot. Maybe I should have took that one off. Not first. Should have left it in there a little bit. It's hard for Jake to understand how to get leverage on the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you could probably could most likely not know how to either.
So they can hear you. Speak up.
So you guys probably don't know how to do this either. My dad has researched every nook and cranny of this. What is this called?
Crown Vic. Crown Vic swap.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Crown Vic swap.
Yeah, my research involves YouTubers. So thank you, YouTubers. Okay, so we got that off. We put the bolts in it. So the next thing we need to do is we need to remove this rotor, just like that. Set that off to the side carefully. Set that over there. Now, there's a 15 millimeter right here.
Give me the light.
There you go. Got my light, man.
Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
Sometimes spinning it quickly will, like that. I never know if I'm going the right way. So if this was in there, I think I'm going the wrong way. Story of my life. Okay.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Super genius. Come on.
My bad. Super genius. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Trying to say I'm not a genius, which is awesome because I'm probably not, bud.
I know.
Okay. Could also just cut this off because I'm replacing it. That is not working at all. Yeah. Right. Ha 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 ha. Not spinning now. Okay. Well, now let's see. Probably take this top bolt off. I bet you it won't come off. Bet you it's just going to be the biggest pain in my but just like every other bolt. Like, every bolt on this car has been a major pain. 250,000 miles, I mean, you probably wouldn't want to come apart either. Or you want to come apart, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try. It's 24. Got impact won't fit. Okay, so I got my little cheetah bar. This is my breaker bar. This is my breaker bar.
Yes, you are, sir.
Got to put an Allen wrench.
Oh, I'm thinking
What are you thinking about?
basketball.
Basketball, huh?
Yeah.
Like what?
That NBA and how I can't do that anymore.
You were gonna play in the NBA?
I thought about it, but I never decided, you know.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. Tomorrow is not promised. So, that's why every day we gotta live to be the best person we can. Because we might not be here tomorrow. So,
Yeah, you're right, but I mean, I try.
a lot of people try. People who don't try, I'm not sure what happens to them. It doesn't make much sense to me not to try to be a good person. And what's it gonna hurt?
Yeah.
What's it gonna hurt to be a good person, right?
It hurts your pride, even though it's supposed to build you up. I'm talking nonsense again, ain't I?
No, you're not talking nonsense, Jim.
But basically, it's probably their pride because they can't really admit that they're wrong.
That makes sense. Oh, there. Didn't even have Jake in the shot. Okay, so what doesn't make sense about
About
what are they wrong about?
How am I supposed to know? You asked the question.
Oh, okay. I just want to know, like, about people who are going down the wrong path.
No, whoever says that they are wrong and they are actually right, but then they just choose not to believe them, and basically.
Okay, but then the person would have to. The person would have to be. Somebody would have to tell them something that they're doing is wrong, and to change it, right? Is what you're saying.
Yes.
But they're too.
Stupid.
Is it stupid or is it just?
Not right.
How you say it? Stupid or not willing, maybe. Not willing to see.
It's unwilling.
Unwilling. So, if you see something that somebody is doing that is hurting them, should you tell them about it?
Yeah, depending on the person.
Why? What's the difference?
Well, the difference is if you like them tell them. If you don't like them, tell them.
So basically tell them.
Yes.
So basically the hardest thing to do
Is
to tell somebody the
you're
truth.
wrong.
Is to tell somebody the truth.
Yes.
That's a very hard thing to do. There's a lot of times when that person never wants to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Jake was having trouble understanding the physics of the way the wrench moves and
Yeah.
body positioning. All those
Yeah.
things are difficult, right, Jake?
Yes.
Like, it's gonna take time. We got plenty of time, so.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna pause the video for a minute. I'm gonna get these two off and pull this knuckle off, and we'll continue to work on this off camera. All right, progress has halted because once again that bolt is completely frozen in there. But surprisingly, if you can see it, focus. Surprisingly, those two bolts right there, they just came right out. So if I can get the strut out of the way, I can get the upper control arm off. I'm gonna have to press this ball bearing, or this ball joint. I'm gonna press that out, put a new one in there. Let's move this tie rod out of the way. But that's unfortunately probably gonna have to cut that bolt, and makes me sad because that bolt, the cheapest one I found on the internet, was $28, and I bought one for the other side already. Thought about buying both of them. Thought maybe this one will come out, and no, nope, not gonna happen. See that one? Those up on top, they popped right out. They didn't give a struggle at all, which gave me hope. And I think if I had a little propane torch, I could heat that up. But my little propane torch is out of propane, so gonna have to get some propane for that and try to heat it up. And for now, I'm going to press this ball joint out. I could probably pull the top of the strut out with a little urging. But yeah, so progress. Jake, you have anything to say to everybody?
Oh yeah. Hi.
Thank you everybody who watched our first video.
Yes. Thank you.
This one seems like it's going to be kind of a mess, but
And lots of highs.
don't forget to leave me a comment for Jake, because he likes to read those, and they are encouraging. It's encouraging when somebody leaves a comment, because we know that you're watching, or we know that you care, and that's so important, you know.
Yeah.
And praying for people is super important. If you'd like to say a prayer for Jake, that would be amazing. And that's all we're asking. Watch what we're trying to do, and pray. So we'll see you later.
See ya.